What's going on, guys? SmallGuard here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a brand new season 8 jump shot video. Now in the video I'm going to be giving you guys all types of different jump shots for every height and 3-point rate, and some of my favorite jump shots I've used throughout the year in NBA 2K26, and some brand new ones as well. So make sure you guys go and watch the entire video to find a jump shot that feels the best for you. And I'm also going to be giving you guys some great shooting tips, so make sure you go and watch the entire video for that as well. Now along with today's brand new jump shot video, we're going to be doing another season 8 pass giveaway. This time we're going to be doing a pro pass giveaway. But first, let's go and shout out the winner of my last giveaway. Shout out to Antonio for winning the giveaway. Now if you guys want to go and enter this brand new pro pass giveaway, it's going to be very easy, and here's how. First, you need to go and like the video and be subscribed. Then you want to go down to the comments and type build. And once you go and type build down in the comments, you've officially entered the giveaway. You're going to know if you won the giveaway if I go in and pin your comment. Then I'm going to reply asking you to DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord so I can verify it's you and give you the correct code depending on what console you're going to be on, what region you're going to be in. So make sure you have your notifications on so you don't miss out. Let's go and get 2,000 likes on the video if you guys want a brand new and up and coming guard academy, even a brand new and up and coming in-game dribble tutorial. If you're new, go and hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn on post notifications. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into it. Now to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26, these are going to be two very obvious things that everyone needs to go in and do. You've probably heard me say a bunch of times in different videos. Number one, you always want to go in and make sure you turn off your shot meter, because turning off your shot meter is going to give you a boost to your green window. This has been a very important thing to go in and know in a bunch of different 2Ks. It's still to be very important in NBA 2K26. Another very important thing you want to go and do as well to help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is to go in and turn your shot feedback. Having your shot feedback on is going to make you an even better shooter. Because for example, last year in NBA 2K25, I never played my shot feedback on. And yes, I was still very good at shooting, but I didn't know what shots are going to be in open coverage or even a light yellow percent. I was really only focused on taking wide open shots. It's going to be great, but in NBA 2K26, you can make more than just wide open shots. So by turning on your shot feedback, you're going to learn what shots are going to be good and bad shots, and your shot IQ is going to increase a ton. Now another very important thing to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is to go to your controller settings. We're going to be taking a look at our shot timing visual cue. Now the shot timing visual cue I like to go in and use is either going to be set point or push, because as a button shooter, that's going to feel the best to me when it comes to button shooting. But let's say you don't button shoot, you like to rhythm shoot in NBA 2K26. You're not going to have to worry about your shot timing visual cue, because with rhythm shooting in NBA 2K26, rhythm shooting is automatically going to always be on push. So your shot timing visual cue is only going to matter if you're a button shooter. Although having the correct shot timing visual cue in controller settings is going to be very important, it's going to be even more important to go and find the correct shot timing visual cue for you. You are making your custom jump shot, as that's going to be a little bit more important. So make sure you go and find the correct shot timing visual cue for you. Now another very important tip to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26, taking advantage of using heat check and 2-way tenacity. Now what heat check is going to go in to do, after you're going to make 3 shots in a row, you're going to get a big boost to your green window, and it's going to be damn near impossible to miss a shot. You guys are always seeing me use heat check in all my clips whenever I'm shooting full court 3-pointers, and that's because heat check is really that overpowered. So as soon as you see that heat check symbol, don't be afraid to take a shot. 2-way tenacity is going to be another great in-game badge, because what 2-way tenacity is going to go in and do, let's say I go and make a 3-pointer on offense. Now 2-way tenacity is going to pop up, and I'm going to get a boost to all my defensive stats. But let's say I get a stop on defense like a block, or even sometimes if your teammate gets a block as well. Now going back on offense, that 2-way tenacity badge is going to pop up, and you're going to get a boost to your offensive attributes, along with a great boost to your green window. And the boost to your green window is not going to be as big as heat check. You still should have high confidence to go and shoot any shot on the court, just maybe not full courts like you would with heat check. So make sure you take advantage of heat check and 2-way tenacity. Now another very important tip to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is to utilize your fading 3-pointer. Now fading 3's got a huge nerf back in season 1 and 2, and ever since, people have really thought fading is completely out the game, which isn't going to be true at all. Fading 3-pointers is still going to be in NBA 2K26. It's just going to be more effective only really in the corner, and I'm talking about having no takeover heat check or 2-way tenacity. You go and get down your corner 3-pointer fade, that's going to be your best friend. But let's say you do have heat check, 2-way tenacity, or even takeover. You can go and shoot a fading 3-pointer from anywhere on the court. So as soon as you see you have heat check, takeover, or even 2-way tenacity, make sure you take advantage of that fading 3-pointer, and even without takeover as well, make sure you get down that corner fading 3. Now another great tip to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is going to be very similar to a tip I just gave you guys, but the tip is to go and take advantage of your takeover in NBA 2K26. Now let me go in and quickly break down what I mean. With your takeover in NBA 2K26, you're going to have the ability to make a custom takeover, and with your custom takeover, you can boost things like your 3-pointer and mid-range. That can help with your shooting a ton. And with your takeover ability, it's going to be very important that you choose D-bomber or even sharpshooter. So when you do, for example, get that D-bomber takeover ability in game, it's going to help your shooting a ton, as you're going to get a very large green window. It should give you that extra confidence to shoot from anywhere on the court. And if you want a quick example of the custom takeover I'm going to be using, right here, this is going to be one for my small point guard. And as you can see, I'm not going to have my 3-pointer or even mid-range in my custom takeover. And that's because on every one of my small point guard builds, I'm already going to have a 99 3-pointer and all max legend shooting badges. So instead, I'm going to put on speed ball and steal, and then have my takeover ability on D-bomber. But let's say you don't have a 99 3-pointer. Right here, for example, on a build like my 6'5 point guard, I'm only going to have a 96 3-pointer. So now I'm going to want to put my 3-pointer in my takeover, so I can get that 99 3-pointer on my build. So what you put in your custom takeover is all going to depend on the build you're playing on. But I'm always going to recommend, like I said before, it doesn't matter what build you're playing on, that you need to be using D-bomber takeover ability and sharpshooter as well. Make sure you're going to keep that in mind. Next up, another very important tip to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26. Always go into the art of shooting gym to get your lethal and hot zones. You may go and ask why we're going to need our lethal and hot zones. So right here, as you can see on graph from NBA2Klabs.com, having your red hot zones are going to give you a 3% boost to your green window. Having your purple lethal zones are going to give you a 7% boost to your green window. Anything that can go in and increase our green window is always going to be very important, can go and help our shooting a ton. Now to go and get your purple lethal zones and hot zones is going to be very easy. You're going to walk into the art of shooting gym. Then you're going to see lethal shooter with the logo above his head. You're going to run up to him and click A. Then you're going to see 3 different options. 1 week for 1 lethal zone, 2 weeks for 2 different lethal zones, and 3 weeks for 3 different lethal zones. You want to go and pick your 3-week option. The more lethal zones, the better. You want to go and pick your spots you want your lethal zones in. I like to have mine in the middle and on the 2 wings. Then once you go and choose that, you're going to need to outshoot lethal shooter in each area. Let's say you are having a hard time beating lethal shooter. You can easily dashboard, come right back in and try again. So make sure you go and get your hot zones and your lethal zones. Now another very important thing to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is to always make sure you're buying jump shot boost and gator. Because when you go and buy jump shot boost in NBA 2K26, it's going to give you a boost to your green window. The reason why it's going to be very important to go and buy gator, specifically Gatorade Thirst Quencher and Gatorade Muscle Milk, is because when you go and combine it with your perfect workout Gatorade Turbo Bar, you're going to get that double blue bar gator, which is going to go and give you even more stamina. And the more stamina that you have when you're going to shoot a jump shot, the easier the jump shot is going to be. Make sure always buy jump shot boost and gator. Now another very important tip to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is by going to the Gatorade gym and doing your weekly workouts. So the reason why it's going to be so important for you to go and do your weekly workout is because when you go and do 4 perfect weekly workouts, if you're new to NBA 2K26, you're going to get an extra Gatorade Turbo Bar, which is going to go and give you even more stamina, which is going to be very important when it comes to shooting on NBA 2K26. Because the more stamina you have, the easier the shot is going to be. If you're new to NBA 2K26 as well, completing 4 perfect weekly workouts is going to give you a +2 to your stamina every time on your player. It's going to be very important because you're going to need a 99 stamina on any player you're playing on. But you may be wondering what are going to be the 4 easiest workouts to go and do. So you can go and get those 4 perfect weekly workouts. And those workouts are going to be your punching bag, your agility lag, box jumps, and squats. And all you need to go and do is complete those workouts and get 3 stars, and it's going to be a perfect workout every time. If you never want to go and do a workout again, I would recommend going for Workout Warriors. You're going to have your Gatorade Turbo Bar on every player you play on. You're going to lock every body type, and you're going to have a 99 stamina on every player you play on. To go and get Workout Warriors, it's going to be very easy. I would simply go in and make a player that you don't play on. All you need to go in and do is do every workout in the gym. It doesn't have to be a perfect workout. All you have to do is complete every workout in the gym. So make sure you go and complete your weekly workout so you can get your extra Gatorade Turbo Bar. Another very important tip to go and help your shooting in NBA 2K26 is making sure you're picking the right shooting mechanic for you. Now we're in season 8 of NBA 2K26. If you guys don't know by now, rhythm shooting is going to be way better than button shooting, as it's going to have a way bigger green window, and it's going to be a lot easier to go in time. But you guys do still always see me button shooting, and although button shooting may be a little bit harder, it's going to be a lot more comfortable for me, because I still shoot pretty well as I shoot 70% from 3. But I would only recommend to go and use button shooting if you're already pretty good at the game, you've been used to it for a while. If you just got NBA 2K26, or if you've been having a hard time shooting the entire year with button shooting, then I would definitely recommend to go and use rhythm shooting, as like I said before, it's going to be a lot easier. In case you guys weren't playing in season 1 and 2, rhythm shooting was so overpowered that NBA 2K had to go into nerf. As you can see right here in a graph from NBA2Klabs.com, rhythm shooting is still going to have a larger green window, which means you can slightly go in and miss time a shot. Since you're going to be rhythm shooting, it's still going to be in the green window, which is definitely going to be crazy, so make sure you're picking the right shooting mechanic for you. Now another very important tip to go and help with your shooting on NBA 2K26 is to make sure you're taking advantage of your max +1s and 2s. Because for example, on my 6'5" point guard build, I'm going to have a 96 3-pointer, and that is going to give me all Hall of Fame shooting badges. And having your shooting badges on Hall of Fame isn't going to be that bad at all. As you are with certain badges, you're going to get a big enough green window to still be a very consistent shooter. But something that's going to be even better than having all your shooting badges on Hall of Fame is to be able to move them up to legend. And right here, as you can see on my 6'5" point guard build, this is going to be a great example of that. I'm going to have 2 of my shooting badges in my max +1 and 2 of my shooting build specialization to go and move both up to legend. Then I'm going to have my other shooting badges in my tier 1 max +1, my crew tier 1 max +1 as well, to move those up to legend too. And now that is going to give me all legend shooting badges, which is going to make my build even better. Moving my shooting badges up to legends is going to give me a way bigger green window, and also make me an even more consistent shooter. So make sure you're going to take advantage of your max +1s and 2s. Now right here, before I go in and get into any jump shots, I'm going to briefly go over what go-to shot and what dribble pull-up I'm going to go and use. With my go-to shot, I like to go and use Zach LaVine or even Jaden Harden. And for my dribble pull-up, I like to go and use Devin Booker. Now right here, getting into a brand new jump shot I've been using in NBA 2K26. Funny enough, this was a jump shot I got from using Shay in myteam, because if you guys don't know, I play a ton of myteam. His jump shot was great, so I had to go and try it out. So for my brand new jump shot, you want to go Patrick Mills, Shay, and Colin Sexton. For my animation blending, you want to go 50% Shay and 50% Colin Sexton. You always want to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 5 ticks right behind push. Now getting into a very good jump shot I've been using since season 6. This is going to be one of my favorite jump shots I've used all year. You're going to go Patrick Mills, Trevor Queen, and Brandon Pajemski. For my jump shot blending, you're going to go 50-50. You're going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 or 5 ticks right behind push. Now moving on to another great starter for a jump shot. This is going to be one of my main jump shots I've been using all year, and it's going to be a very quick and easy jump shot to go into time. You're going to go Patrick Mills, Oscar, and Stephen Curry. For my jump shot blending, you want to go 32% Oscar and 68% Stephen Curry. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 5 ticks right behind push. Now right here, here's going to be another great starter for a jump shot. It's going to be a very fast jump shot to go and use, as we're going to be using Darius Garland and Colin Sexton uppers. So for this jump shot, you want to go Patrick Mills, Darius Garland, Garland and Colin Sexton. For my jump shot blending, you want to go 52% Darius Garland and 48% Colin Sexton. You're going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 5 ticks right behind push. Now getting into one of my favorite jump shots that I was using right before I started for is actually on my community build. And we're actually going to be using a very underrated base in Miles McBride. So for this jump shot, you want to go Miles McBride, Derek White, and Colin Sexton. You want to go 36% Derek White and 64% Colin Sexton. I also want to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 ticks right behind push. Now right here, we're going to be looking at another very good started form below jump shot. We're going to be taking a look at Kyrie Irving's base, which is going to be very underrated and an easy jump shot to go in time. So you're going to go Kyrie Irving base, Darius Garland, and Colin Sexton. You're going to go 39% Darius and 61% Colin Sexton. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 4 ticks right behind push. Now next up, we're going to be looking at another very great started for and under jump shot. We're going to be taking a look at a very popular base in Quentin Grimes, which has been a very good base people use on their small and tall point guards. So you're going to go Quentin Grimes, Colin Sexton, and doubleh. Then going to go 45% Colin Sexton and 55% doubleh. You always want to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 ticks right behind push. Now right here, this is going to be another very good started for and under jump shot. With this jump shot, we're going to be using Stephen Curry's base, which has been an amazing base to go and use if you're a small point guard, you don't have Patrick Mills yet. So you want to go Stephen Curry, Oscar, and Colin Sexton. You're going to go 65% Oscar and 35% Colin Sexton. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 ticks right behind push. Moving on to the best jump shots in season 8 of NBA 2K26 for all my tall point guards. First, we're going to be starting off with a brand new jump shot. And this has been a brand new jump shot I've been using on my tall point guard. It's going to be very quick and very timeable at the exact same time. So you're going to go Ray Allen, Jalen Bridges, and OG Anunoby. And for my jump shot blending, you want to go 72% OG Anunoby and 28% Jalen Bridges. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 to 5 ticks right behind push. Now moving on to one of my favorite tall guard jump shots I've been using all year. This has been my favorite tall guard jump shot since about season 3 or 4. So you're going to go Ray Allen, Jalen Bridges, and RJ Barrett. For my jump shot blending, you want to go 57% Jalen Bridges and 43% RJ Barrett. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 4 or 5 ticks right behind push. Now moving on to another incredible Ray Allen base. This time we're going to be mixing with Oscar release. Now Oscar Robertson's release is going to be very overpowered on a tall point guard build because you're going to be able to shoot over defenders like crazy and barely even get contested. For this jump shot, you want to go Ray Allen, Jalen Bridges, and Oscar. You're then going to go 50% Oscar and 50% Jalen Bridges. You're always going to go max release speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 4 or 5 ticks right behind push. Now right here, we're going to be looking at one of the best bases to go and use if you're a tall or even a small point guard. That's going to be Quentin Grimes' base. And the reason why Quentin Grimes is going to be such a popular base to go and use is because it's going to be very quick and very easy to go and shoot over people. For this jump shot, you want to go Quentin Grimes, Oscar, and Julian Champagne. For my jump shot blending, you want to go 48% Oscar and 52% Julian Champagne. You're going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 4 or 5 ticks right behind push. And right here, moving on to another great tall guard jump shot. This is going to be a very underrated jump shot for tall guards in NBA 2K26. Because with Kyle Korver's base, everyone's going to be focused on using Ray Allen and Quentin Grimes' base. But Kyle Korver's base is going to be like a Kyrie Irving but for a taller point guard. You're going to go Kyle Korver, Jalen Bridges, and Oscar. For my jump shot blending, you want to go 42% Jalen Bridges and 58% Oscar. You're going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 to 5 ticks right behind push. Now right here, moving on to the best jump shots for all my builds 6'10 and up. First, we're going to be taking a look at my favorite 6'10 and up jump shot. That's going to be Jonathan Isaac, Jeremiah, and doubleh. For my animation blending, you want to go 87% Jeremiah and 13% doubleh. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go about 4 ticks right behind push. Right here, moving on to another very good 6'10 and up jump shot. You're going to go Michael Porter Jr. base, Jeremiah and PJ Tucker release. For my animation blending, you want to go 76% Jeremiah and 24% PJ Tucker. You're always going to go max speed, and for my visual cue, you want to go 4 ticks right behind push.